Okay, something else I wanted to mention about tools. If I'm going to walk onto a job site, let's say I'm going back to a commercial job and I'm going on. In another video, I showed some scaffolding and ladders that I use. In that video, I showed you my blue mini scaffold. It's a 4-footer with wheels. I'll pile everything on top of that. So my black toolbox with all the other tools that I just showed you in the previous video, I will also have these on there. So you're gonna need 2 empty buckets. And again, for your job, PB and J, project, budget, and job size, right? If it's small patches, you're gonna need 1 bucket, but you're not gonna need 2 buckets. Or you could use a smaller bucket, something like this, okay, if you're just doing patches. But what you need is 1 for water and 1 for your mud compound, okay? You need water to mix the mud, and you're gonna need, depending again how big your project is, if you're gonna need a whole box of mud, you're gonna need to use a bucket to mix it up. Now, if it's a patch, you can mix it up in your pan, that's fine. And then you're gonna need something to mix it up with. And so, I actually have 3 things depending on the job size. I'll throw this one out there just for mention. But a stomper, this is a stomper. It literally looks like a potato masher, all right? You stomp it, you're gonna stomp it. A paddle. With the paddle, you're gonna need some kind of a drill. Again, I got my drill from Harbor Freight. I mean, the thing as old as Methuselah. It's pretty old, but it's held up, Harbor Freight, right? And then when I'm mixing for small patches, if I just need to do a little bit of texture, I'm not gonna use a whole bucket. I will use this bucket and I will use this paddle that goes into my cordless drill, and I'll just drill up just enough for that patch, right? So just want to throw that out there. Again, you're gonna need a water bucket, a mud bucket, something to mix it with, either be a stomper or it could be a paddle with the drill or a smaller drill. So something to keep in mind.